Hi, I am Shate Edwards, and I'm a choreographer, an entertainment producer, and the founder of theworkingdancer.com. And this is my Soul Talk. I first started dancing around the age of 3 or 4 in your generic creative movement class. Back then, my parents say that the studio owners and teachers would always say how much potential I had, and they never quite believed them because they thought they were just trying to keep their business. But it turns out that I really can dance. Aha! So since then, I went on to study, seriously study ballet and tap and jazz. I danced competitively in my childhood. By the age of 10, I was in a jazz company. By the age of about 14 or 15, I was already being paid to perform in community and local events. And through middle school, high school, and even college, I was on dance teams, cheerleading teams, and even step teams. So I've just always performed. I first knew I wanted to pursue dance as a career after college. So I had gone to college studying something completely different and unrelated to dance because I didn't know that I could have the type of career that I ended up having. I only knew ballet companies or modern companies, and I knew that that wasn't for me. Aside from wanting to be a fly girl on In Living Color when I was young, I didn't know that I could have a commercial dance career. I had no exposure to it. So I studied something unrelated, got out, was making plans to do that, and just really had an aha moment where I was like, I hate this. This sucks. I don't want to do it. I want to be happy. I want to really enjoy what I do for a living. If I'm going to have to spend the majority of my day every day doing something, I want to enjoy it. So I happened to be watching an award show one day and saw performers and entertainers on stage, and a light bulb went off, and I was like, that's when I knew I want to perform for a living. And I packed up my bags and moved to LA, and the rest is history. My biggest challenges have been, one, figuring out how to get started. So since I didn't have any exposure and no mentors or nothing to kind of guide me in the right direction when I first got to LA, I didn't really know where to start. I didn't know how to play the game. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, the system, the rules. So it took me a while to find my groove, and it was quite a bit of trial and error for me to really understand, the importance of professional materials and networking and taking class consistently, and how to audition, and just all of those things that go into pursuing a professional or just being a professional dancer. It took me a while to find that groove, but once I did, I was really able to run with it. And then secondly, and this is probably one of the biggest challenges that I've had, is learning to trust myself or to know my value and what I bring to the table. Even with all of the experience that I have and all of the training that I have in a diverse range of styles, I often had trouble just putting myself out there, not being afraid to kind of shine forth, especially in audition situation. So it took me a while to really be comfortable in my own skin, to know what I bring to the table and to value that. And I'm glad that I have. And I'm glad I finally found that place, but that's definitely been one of my biggest challenges. My biggest career tips would be to get help and get to work. So getting help means asking questions when you don't know them, finding resources to answer your questions, finding people to help you, mentors, being surrounded or being planted in a community of dancers that can point you in the right direction and lead you and guide you and be truthful and hold you accountable and aren't necessarily competing with you but really want to see you do well. So finding, your tribe and really just seeking out the information that you need to get where you want to go, and then get to work. So just keep trying every single day, take baby steps. It's really a difficult career path to follow because there is no set path. You have to create your own. But definitely don't give up. There's tons of rejection. There's a lot of hard days. There's tons of crying. I've cried so many times. But just know that it is possible. You just have to stick with it. And there's this quote that says that people who are successful are usually the ones that just held on longer than the ones that let go. So you've got to just grit and bear it and know that you can do it and never ever give up.